The Earth's finite resources and the urgent threats of climate change are now joined with problems created by rapid worldwide urbanization, as the world's population nears 7 billion. Historically, nations have looked to the North for resources, expertise, and advice, but according to the United Nations Human Settlements Program, UN Habitat, as global economic shifts continue and leapfrog technologies emerge, some countries of the global South are taking the lead in addressing problems created by rapid worldwide urbanization.
It is important to think as well that the city is a complex entity, but it's an entity within itself. That whatever areas we have affect one or the other. They are connected, they are linked. Although there is a great disparity between the rich areas and the poor areas, especially in developing countries, these have a connection in the sense that when things are not well developed, violence starts, economic problems arise, jobless increases, so everything in a way is linked.
We are now going to be investing in our metropolitan areas and creating rural linkages. Those are already established. Many of them are in the infancy stages, but they're growing very, very rapidly. So how we look at jobs inside cities is different, because we're now looking at co-ops. We're now looking at our own statutes to see how we can seed green economies, which is very important, how we can nurture new green businesses, how we can get the universities and the community college and technical schools to provide those kind of course offerings for training. So there's a lot of changes going on. And then the President will be announcing what he wishes to do on transportation infrastructure. And it's really important to us to see how his vision on transportation, and we're hoping that obviously that Congress will agree the importance of how to build a 21st century transportation infrastructure, and he will be announcing that.
During a conference on sustainable urbanization and the South-North Initiative on the theme Better City, Better Life, held at UN headquarters on Wednesday, experts highlighted mechanisms from countries like Brazil, Nigeria, and China, where impacts of innovations such as high-speed railways and cell phone technologies are positively affecting urban development and human resource capacities. The conference was followed by a luncheon hosted by South News, held to promote further cohesion and promote partnership toward this aim.
The cell phone. It started as a communications tool in the North, but turned out into a worldwide transportation system for ideas. Moreover, it's a transportation system for ideas at almost no cost. As a result, ideas are no longer the exclusive domain of the North. Today, for the first time in human history, everyone in the world has equal access to ideas. This has been an absolute game changer for the South.
What we're looking for is the outcome of this meeting. I think this has been a very successful meeting. We're looking forward for this afternoon. And the outcome of the meeting, then, we're looking forward to bringing it in as a contribution to the next section of the General Assembly.
The focus of the conference was to further expose the Global South-North Initiative, to encourage constructive dialogue and mechanisms for sustainable urbanization, especially in the areas of community development, affordable housing, transportation, infrastructure, and expanding the use of information communication technologies. The meeting was co-organized by UN Habitat and the Consortium on Sustainable Urbanization in partnership with the American Institute of Architects, New York chapter, and South News. The Energy and Climate Partnership of the Americas will be holding a conference on planning for sustainable economic development from June 7th through the 8th in Curitiba, Brazil, ahead of the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development slated for June of 2012 in Rio de Janeiro. Afaf Kanja for South News, New York.